And it's starting.
Welcome back to another Honey Heist session, everybody.
Yeah,
I'm
please
Barry the
bear with
Bear.
us. Please
Very
bear
neat.
with us for me interrupting my co-hosts.
Go ahead,
I'm,
Tequila Bear.
I'm Tequila Bear. I bear, 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 bear.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Barely.
God damn it!
What is it, Bear Wizard James Mason?
I literally just got a call from the
Yeah.
Congress.
Co- That's a mighty important call.
The president is finally recruiting you. Go ahead. Answer Joe Biden's call.
A bear bad enough to save the president.
You're a bad enough bear to save the president. Anyway, the Animal Girl Table presents Honey Heist, episode 84. Banjo Tooie.
I don't think Banjo would turn to a life of crime. Kazooie, however,
Kazooie
would.
would. Kazooie,
Yes,
100%
exactly.
would.
I'm glad that we're both on the same page on this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh man, we should have had, like, bear with another animal in our backpack as an option here.
I mean, I'm a honey badger. You could probably put me in a backpack.
Yeah.
I'm a driver, but the thing I drive is you, the other bear.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Ratatouille.
Yeah. Bear-a-tooie. No, it'd have to be another food, like bear claws.
Unlike Ratatouille, that one actually contains bears.
Yeah, made with real bears.
Berry frappe.
Yep. I hope you're barely prepared for this unbearable bear of an enemy.
Damn it, Teddy.
God.
I hope these puns are not an Ursa major inconvenience for any of you.
You know, I have so few bear puns I can make. I'm sorry, I failed you all.
I think the problem is that there's just not enough synonyms or words strongly associated with bears, right? I feel like with dogs, you have like a bunch of like onomatopoeia for barking, or like canine, or like lupine. You have a bunch of words you can use. With bears, it's really just bears over and over again.
Gotta boot up the movies.
But to turn this monkey's paw into more of a bear's paw.
Bury that boo-boo bear within the earth.
It's not even bears, James. Is that why Biden was calling you?
Yes.
To correct you on that? He has no grudge against bears.
Oh, Acid
He
says
just hates
there's-
dogs.
there's a Dutch fried snack called Baronhap, Bear's Bite.
Well, there you go.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm not even in the...
Bear's
Joe
I have-
Biden hates it when 1v6 bears break into the White House.
Bears growl, but that's not a thing only they do.
I heard bears growl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
Bear Grylls. He's got a TV show and everything. James, you can at least zoom in on your Honey Heist art. Make it full screen.
You always complain about my art not being full screen. There, are you happy?
No, I'm
It
not
pays
happy,
to be
James.
Okay.
prepared.
There, are you happy now?
I'm never happy, James.
God.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well,
Better not.
I hope you are ready to bear this tabletop experience because a couple of
James, it is already unbearable.
bears decided to learn about an alternate universe where there's a bunch of honey and no bears, but
Uh-huh.
and also guys as well.
Mm-hmm.
Big hairy
Alright,
one.
James. Paint us a word picture of the, you know what, I'm gonna stop trying to do bear puns, I can't think of any good ones. Of the scenario which we find our bears in.
Yeah, so you two you have learned about an alternate universe, alternate dimension, and there's a hole over there.
Over there?
And in that in alternate dimension, there's a bunch of honey, but there's also a bunch of guys just decided that they want to defend the honey. Why? Well, you're not entirely sure yet, but you're just
So it's into the honeyverse.
Yes.
Into the honeyverse.
So we must traverse the barrier between dimensions to get that sweet, sweet honey in the other world.
Yes.
Oh no, it's an isekai, isn't it?
Yes.
Damn it.
Oh, also,
got
I
us.
put this on
Isekai.
Tumblr and Twitter.
Alright, James.
Oh, Tumblr and Twitter, that's the worst alternate worlds.
Yeah. Those are the worlds that people get isekai'd away from.
Well, Twitter,
Those are the
yes.
Those are the worlds that drive people to run in front of trucks.
Mostly Twitter, though.
Mostly Twitter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. So, if we're still doing the whole setup thing, I have not actually named my bear because I'm terrible at doing the transcribing bear noises as name kind of thing. Last time around, I just said Amanda the panda, which is not a noise bears could make. It just, I like the alliteration. This time, I'm playing a retired polar bear face. As in, the face of the party. So she's got swimming as her special skill, as all polar bears do. And she's wearing a top hat because she was once a circus bear who turned to a life of crime to escape the circus. And she retired, but now she's back for one last heist.
I am Frazzle Mauling, a washed-up honey badger who used to be a NASCAR race driver until he hit 6 people during a race and had to retire and go into hiding. Now, down on his luck, he's back here for one last job to the honey world.
You're going to the honey world to get all the honey. That's Ursakai. Acid Harbinger's
Ursakai, that's
yeah,
good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
Ursakai, the bear isekai. There's more effort put into that than my bisekai, the bisexual isekai.
Aren't all isekais bisexual? All the good ones, at
They
least.
should be. In general, they're not. In general, they are pretty hetero.
Also, do you have, hats? Do you have,
Yeah,
an
my hats.
accessory?
I have
my
a
top.
pair of racing goggles.
Yeah, that
Okay,
works.
That counts as, cool shades, I guess?
Yeah, sure. James, the actual hats don't do anything mechanically. We can just, you could make up anything. They're a role-playing prompt more than anything. I just took the top hat because, circus.
Yeah,
Well,
they
actually, I
love
rolled the
top
top
hats
hat
at
and
actually-
then went,
circus.
okay, that brings my concept together.
Oh yeah. Oh god, disguise sheets. Actually, yeah, you actually.
Are we actually using those?
Yeah.
Okay, time to see what else I am wearing. This honey badger's wearing something powder blue and frilly with no, okay, hold on. It's wearing a powder blue and frilly crop top with a wonderful tartan knee-length skirt.
Okay. I've got a fluorescent yellow jumper and grey bell-bottom flares. I am hideously unfashionable.
Good. That is pretty close to looking like a other dimensional human.
Hmm.
I like to think that we'll get isekai into a world with like talking animal people, but obviously we're bears who can't actually talk, so everyone's just gonna look at us and be confused when we don't answer when they say things.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Like-
whole point. That's why you have a party face like me. It's
Well,
important for min-maxing.
I also just realized the Bai Isekai is Digimon World Next Order because you get 2 Digimon in it.
Okay. Yeah. Digimon are inherently bi.
Well,
God.
they're also inherently non-binary.
Yeah? Good for
God,
them.
why isn't there like a tabletop for that? God damn.
Digimon tabletop sounds fun, definitely.
Yeah, we'll have to play it on another episode of our long-running tabletop RPG stream that we do.
Yeah, there is several card games.
Hmm.
Several.
I know next to nothing about the current Digimon card game.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So I have, like, 2 friends who are into it, but, like, no.
no.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's time to like drive into the other world.
Yeah, we need to get into. I cannot remember the name of your bear, and I don't have a name for mine, so this is gonna get confusing. Frazzle something.
The name of your truck with all your supplies.
No, I'm talking about Tehila Zaku's bear, a race car driver, who like is presumably the ballet bear from The Simpsons, like writ large. Like, we're hopping in his interdimensional travel car, which looks like a DeLorean, I suppose.
Yeah, it's definitely an interdimensional travel car. Beep beep, beep beep. Let's get
So
in.
get
Come
the
on.
car.
Okay, I'm turning on the interdimensional drive. I put a
Yeah.
little I take a little siren out of the driver's side cabinet and plonk it on top. There is some dried blood on the siren.
As there should be.
Travel drive engaged. I say this as I steer us directly full force into the next wall.
Thankfully, the wall is painted with like a hole on it, and you can drive through it.
Alright, let's
Excellent,
go.
exactly as planned.
Into the honeyverse. Alright, James. Our long-running DM for this RPG channel that has always been about tabletop RPGs and nothing else. Please Paint us a word picture of the world we have emerged in.
Well, after going through 2001: A Space Odyssey like 5 times, it's a long
Yeah,
trip,
it's a
okay?
classic movie, but it's a long movie, so you know, watch out for that.
And damn, the police is hot on our tail.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the other dimension police! They're gonna Dragon Ball Z us!
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Oh man, they're gonna send us to the home for infinite bears,
Hippo? Hippo?
and it's
Oh
like
no,
the
it's gonna
wrong
say
kind
to
of bears. And while I respect, the gay community, I don't fit in with them.
Yeah, that was an ill-conceived response to the breeding staff ask on Bear Mountain.
God, I forgot about that. Okay. Well, you started up like Back to the Future, but as you just like enter it, it's like, oh, we're there already.
We're there. All right, James.
And
So where
where?
exactly is there?
Well, it's really dark, but not that dark.
Okay.
And
There's
like,
a medium amount of darkness.
and like, the because there are a lot of like lanterns lighting up that are like on the ceiling. You're not entirely sure what the ceiling is because you can't really. You
Oh
don't
great,
really.
we've parked our car like in the middle of a dungeon. Cookie's crypt says she hides from my honey till I'm grizzly. Aren't we all, Pokey? Aren't we
Yeah.
all?
But yeah, you're in Pokey's crypt, and the lanterns are basically the stars of the sky of the ceiling, sky
Okay.
firmament, and like there are like, even though it's like no natural light, there are like trees and grass just everywhere.
Forest dungeon. Got it.
Hmm.
And like,
Okay.
but you have not seen any beehives yet.
Okay, we need to get out of the car then.
Arbitrarily.
Yeah?
Okay, I'm gonna try to attack the nearest wall. Break it. Destroy. Kill. Maim.
Okay, you tear it. You break down like you break down like a medium-sized tree.
Okay. That wasn't very productive, but like, killing and violence, sure. Giving you a thumbs up with my bear claw.
Where's honey?
And out of the tree pops out like Joe Rollings, the bear who is not a bear, but is
Bear
a
is not a
guy,
Okay.
and just has a tree base for some reason.
Okay.
And he says, "Hey, hello, fine sirs, or madams." Something.
When
I
you
tip
say-
my hat to him, going, "Rrr."
When you say tree base, do you mean like the instrument or like his bottom half is a tree?
No, he plays the bass guitar, but like,
Oh, that's what you
I
meant by
thought it was like
base.
his home.
I thought you
like-
meant. I thought tree base itself was an instrument.
Yeah, just strumming on the tree bass.
So yeah, he comes out of an instrument and says, "Hello there, fine sirs or madams."
And he just goes, dum, 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 dum. He's just like playing the same note over and over again while he's talking.
Another one gone, another one done, another one bites the dust.
Hey, I'm gonna get you too when everyone bites dust. And like we do this brief like thing where we're dancing along, like in perfect sync from it, and then we turn to him and just continue on as if nothing happened.
When you accidentally hit the emote in the middle of you trying to type out a sentence.
Yeah.
I have noticed that you are angry. You should come to our factory and work off your excessive rage. Here, 2 free tickets.
No one tells me that my rage is excessive.
No, I like step in front of my partner here and just give him the like old disapproving like head shake, you know, hold up a paw saying, "Wait, hold on, I've got this," and just hold out my other bear claw and go, "Rrr," and the like, "Yeah, give us them, sure," kind of gesture.
And, like...
I don't like the cut of his jib.
He then...
Listen, this could be our way in.
He then slides back into the darkness, saying, "Oh, by the way,
He
it's over
slides
here."
back in his rollerblades.
Yeah. He says it's...
strumming away on his bass.
He glitches into a T-pose and then slides off to the
And
side.
T-poses rotates and like shrinks until he disappears. And we're like, yeah, okay.
It's this way. Come with me.
Yeah.
After it's fun.
So we follow the man sliding backwards, playing his tree-sized bass with our tickets. I don't know where this is going, James, but sure, why not?
You never know where it's going.
James, I always know where your tabletop RPG plots are going, given that we play so many tabletop RPGs together. Wink, wink.
Good, because you're at the factory. The factory...
I hope this isn't a fireworks factory. My dad died at one of those.
Your dad died in every kind of factory.
It's actually a shoe factory.
Frazzle had a lot of dads.
What kind of factory?
Shoe.
Shoe factory. Frazzle, your gay dads and their polycule are not the issue here. Let's go into the shoe factory. Let's see if there's any honey hidden in those shoes.
Well, you're in luck. Because as you enter, you smell the distinct scent of honey.
I smell honey, and we're not even at HoneyCon yet.
And like, as you look in, you see that like it's a sort of the normal sort of lobby for a business type place.
As bears, we are experienced with business.
I hate businessmen. I always get conned on my contracts.
And there's a guy slapping away at his computer.
Do you think that computer has the data on the honey?
Well, neither of us actually have the ability to hack computers, so we have to take a more, like, person-based approach here.
What
So
are
I
you
roll up
talking
to
about?
them,
I've
stick
hacked
my hat
plenty of
in, do
computers
a
into
little
pieces.
growl of, "Good morning, sir."
Roll to convince him he's like a guy who would
You'll
talk to
convince
you.
him he's a guy. Got it. Sir, are you aware that you're a guy?
Assigned male at bear.
Nailed it.
Roll to assign him.
Oh, so I'm a face, which I believe means I'm rolling 2 dice and taking the better one, and I got 3 in both stats. So I've got a 1 and a 2. Remind me again, do we need to roll over or under?
I think it was over, right?
I think it's under.
That's
Hold
probably
on,
on
let
the
me check.
DM part of the sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, the
If it's
DM...
equal to or under the relevant stat, you succeed. Well, I got a 1 and a 2, and I've got a 3
Oh,
in
right, under.
my criminal stat and my bear stat.
Alright.
I'm a perfectly balanced bear.
Of course, succeeding means your criminal stat goes up. And your bear stat goes down.
Alright.
Which you do.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So I'm just gonna...
you convince him that he is indeed a person.
I've convinced him that he's a guy.
And that
It took some doing.
That he's a guy who exists in this world. And he gets like an existential episode and runs out.
Oh man, I have agency! Ah!
Oh man, we made him the main character.
Anyway, and because of that, you can see what's on the computer. It says, honey production up 200%.
I rear back in shock, realizing the truth. I can't read!
There's a...
I dramatically try to attempt to light a cigarette. However, I have badger fingers, so I snap the cigarette in half and cannot open the lighter.
Oh no.
Rip up your entire
Don't have a
apartment.
hacker in our squad.
Well,
Guess
yes.
we'll have to get the information out of someone here at the factory.
We'll have to tear the information out of someone with our claws. Someone, turns to another guy. Him? Are there any other guys who exist in this universe, James?
Well, there's a different guy, but he's already aware that he's a person. And
Okay,
also
I'm
he's
gonna
kind
make
of
him think he's not a person.
And he's the janitor also.
Listen, all we need to do is get him to say anything about the location of the honey.
You hear that, you little guy?
But wait,
Let's
I'll
play
slit
good
you
bear,
open.
bad bear.
but
Good
wait
bear,
a second.
bad bear, yeah.
Presley, you smell honey on him, and you want it. You need to I forgot I'm Joe Biden. Anyway.
You forgot you're Joe Biden. Of course you
Yeah.
did, Doc.
I
You're
just
Joe
looked at the
Biden.
voice chat.
Okay, well that is something Joe Biden would say.
Yeah. He does forget that
Yeah,
he
he
is the
sucks.
president, and also that he can do stuff about things that he wants people to do stuff about.
You could easily
Yeah.
convince Joe Biden that he's not a guy that exists.
I'm not convinced that he's a guy who exists.
The Phantom in the White House. Anyway. Okay, I assume I need to roll to keep control of my bear half.
Yes.
Yep.
How many do I roll for this?
Acid, we don't actually understand each other. That's part of the conceit of the game. We're just growling and gesturing, and it's translated as if by subtitles until it becomes funny for us to misunderstand each other.
Exactly.
Well, Acid, since you're having... No, not Acid. Fuck. Okay. Well, Tequila...
Don't consign me acid.
Well, life... Chink! Anyway, since you're having to fight back the desire to fight everything, you can only roll one die.
Honey Badger powers raging inside.
I roll a 2.
Okay, you do succeed, and all your growls catch the attention of the guy. He says, "Oh, hold on, I have to go to the honey place. Please don't ask me to clean up anywhere else. I'm just going to the honey place right now."
Okay, let's follow.
Hold it. I'll try to drive the guy. I will latch onto his back and drive him to the honey place.
Oh, he does like that.
Oh boy. Oh bear.
But yeah, you follow him, he goes down quite a few long ass corridors. Like, holy shit, man. What is this place? Why is it so big? You're not even.
Okay.
You're pretty sure that at some point you went down. You went down a series of hallway that should have led you back here, but you're not back there. You're not
Whoa,
sure
this.
if you're not sure if you're still in the building.
Oh, great. So it's Spec Ops the line.
Whoa. This whole dimension is bigger than New Hampshire.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess we're just following this guy with no actual, like, choices we can really realistically make here, James. Sure.
And you follow
Ah.
him, and it just goes on, and you just kind of forget why you're following him for a bit. You know
Okay.
he's going somewhere where you need to go, but why? Why any of this? At some point, you're on the ceiling. Like
Whoa.
it's as if the building is upside down, but you're fine.
Strange, don't you think? What's happening here?
A door, it creaks open. There's a guy there.
Oh, wow, a guy! James, you are setting my mind ablaze with your setting descriptions, as always.
The weird thing is that he
The weird thing is that this guy
looks
is a
kind
woman.
of familiar. It's just he
Okay.
he starts talking, but it's almost like he's not talking.
It's almost like he's singing and he's saying, "We've known each other for too long."
He, at first, it just sounds like he's speaking gibberish, but then you
Never
realize
been
it's a
with you.
code. But
Uh-huh.
the code, it's important. You need to figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. I grab the guy by the lapels and go,
tear him
tell me where the
apart.
honey is.
Frazzle, shake him down. If you want this honey badger to stop tearing you apart, you'll answer. I mean,
The wounds on him, they don't stay. They just near instantly heal up.
there's more for him to hurt. Go on.
Just get in, and but he keeps talking and talking.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday.
I look at the sky. It's fucking dark in here. I don't know what day it is.
A P I R L 0 0 0 1 0 0.
So this guy isn't a guy.
Low.
He's a number station.
Yes.
Okay. Man, I miss when we could just rob Honeycon.
Honey. Come.
You have to see the
You
bigger picture.
have
This is the honey dimension. There's no competition. You know, every other visitor of HoneyCon is trying to heist HoneyCon.
Honeycon, 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 honeycon.
Alright.
Like the guy just like suddenly his head just becomes two, but one at the same time. It's just his body. It's
Is he
more
inflating? Is this an inflation thing, James?
It's more of a goo thing. Anyway, he slowly changes into
Okay, as long as we're clear on that.
face. No, Frazzle. No, it's both of you. A mix of both of you.
Okay. I never actually named my bear, so I apologize for just ruining your reveal.
It's like a mirror. I hate mirrors.
Yeah.
They're so confusing.
Wait a second. If he's a bear now, we can understand him. Take us to the honey, I say.
Yeah, and no funny business. Only a honey business.
Only honey business.
He opens a hole and he opens up. Well, you know how the ceiling is. Okay, you know how business places have like these square tiles for the ceiling, and you can like sort of pull one off, and
Yeah.
yeah, it basically opens that up on the floor.
It's popping one of them up and crawling up into the crawl space, yeah?
Well, crawling down because you're on the ceiling.
Okay, James.
Yeah, don't
You're on the
forget.
ceiling.
And
James, I'm not sure why you trapped us inside David Lynch's Into the Bearverse, but like, here we are.
Well, you knew there was honey there. You knew.
Yeah, okay, if I knew that. Anyway, let's follow him into the crawl space, I guess, because we have zero other options. Oh, man.
Are you sure you're gonna fit in here?
Somehow.
If I don't fit in here, I'll just pull apart anything getting in the way because I am a bear. Okay?
Somehow you are both able to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
The smell of honey grows stronger. You follow
Okay.
it. You keep going. The crawl space is small, but spacious enough for you. Suddenly, above you, the ceiling burst open and you fall upwards into some golden, delicious honey.
Oh, okay. Mission success, I guess.
But
Well, I'm
something's
glad
wrong.
we made our elaborate plan together, Frazzle. It got us here somehow.
Something's wrong. You keep falling into it, but you can never quite reach it.
Oh no.
This is getting too metaphysical for Frazzle.
Yeah.
Droplets head upwards, just out of reach. But then they start to form a shape. Above or below you, you can't tell anymore. It's him. It's Joe. Joe Biden.
Damn, I guess it is.
Damn it, Joe Biden rules over the honey dimension?
Yes.
No
Okay.
wonder. No wonder
I
this place
shrug
is
at this revelation. It's like, so?
He sends out the ceiling tiles shooting straight at you.
Oh, no, he's doing like the flying tiles attacking you move from like the Zelda games, but like only the earlier ones, really.
I was thinking, doesn't a Star Fox boss do this?
Oh yeah,
well,
this is also Andross's thing, but like in 3D. But hey,
The tiles, they fly all over. Roll to dodge.
okay. What are we rolling, James? I've rolled a 1, so I guess it doesn't matter.
And you, Tequila?
Oh, let me roll real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, well, that takes on your bear stats. Mary,
Okay.
your bear.
My bear stat is 2 because it dropped by 1 earlier. But I rolled a 1, so I'm like, okay, sure.
Your bear manages to avoid getting hit. The same cannot be said for Frazzle.
Not Frazzle.
Frazzle is starting to wonder if this is worth it.
I need that, honey.
There must be something that can be done. But wait, you notice inside the honey version of Joe Biden, there's like some sort of thing. There's a shadow inside of it. You can't quite make it out, but you know that it is there.
Okay. Is there anything else in the room we're in besides tiles and Joe Biden?
There's the endless
Yeah, are
honey
we
that
just
you can't
like
quite reach.
levitating? Can we just fly over and swipe at him? I don't know.
There are the tiles that keep flying by.
Yeah, let's throw a tile back at him. Let's pick up and
Oh,
throw a
I
tile.
get it. It's like one of those tennis mini games.
You gotta grab him, quick!
Yeah.
Mary, since I'm saying that your bear stat, you had to roll for the bear stat, you got a bit more bear back.
Oh, right.
But
I've
with
just lost
tequila,
track.
you need to roll too.
Oh,
Yeah. Listen. I don't actually know what is going on at all. This feels like a random event plot. Sorry, James.
Well, that's what you get when you enter other dimensions.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make a particularly, like, compelling narrative. I'm sorry. Who even knows? I just left, like, shrugging in bear here, because I'm like, okay.
I'm gonna go with whatever the wind brings.
I pick up Frazzle and throw him at Honey Joe Biden. Bodily chuck him, and I'm like, you know what, eat him. Who cares?
Frazzle
Yes,
missile.
finally, your skills come into play. Finally, you can do this. You can win.
This isn't even one of my skills.
I'm talking about Frazzle.
Yeah, Frazzle, just kill him. Who cares? Kill the president of the Honey United States of Bear America? I don't know.
Berica.
Berica. No, it's not. There are no bears here. Only, presumably, bees.
Which makes the name of Berica even more ironic.
Aha.
You grab at Joe. Roll to grab at Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, roll to kill Joe Biden.
With pleasure. That's a 4.
You grab him, and you just start ripping him apart, which is easy because he's made out of honey.
Yeah, I've had that dream too.
You just keep going until, like, you get to the core, which
Delicious Joe Biden.
which is an orb of bees.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, the honey badger is particularly strong against all, so I'll try to compress and smush the orb of bees into destruction.
Suddenly,
Fuck those bees.
Yeah.
Suddenly you fall into the honey.
Oh, the unreachable honey, or the honey that comprises the body of Joe Biden?
The unreachable honey.
Okay,
did
we've
it.
reached it then, so it's no longer an accurate name.
Well, it wasn't named until now.
Oh no. Well, anyway, we drink it all. Just slurp it up immediately.
You did it. Such ecstasy. You're living in the land of gold. Liquid gold.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! Whoa! This is it. This is what we came to the other dimension for. Whoa!
Yes, it's finally all worth it.
And a bunch of other people, you'll walk around you and start declaring you.
What?
And start
Okay.
actually they sort of T-pose and open their mouth and go. This has no effect on anything.
Yeah, James.
Can I understand whether those other people?
No effect on anything.
Can I understand whether those other people are also secretly bears or not?
They melt into more honey.
Okay, I guess we just eat them. Why not? Who cares?
You win.
Eating honey.
Yeah. I'm just shrugging in bear now.
Okay, it's your turn.
Turn to do what?
To DM.
James, you did not say any of this ahead of time. Like,
No.
alright then. Let's
It's
DM.
time.
You've both got characters, yes?
Yeah, I think I shared it in the thing, but let me just
Alright then.
post it.
Let me paint you a word picture. You are in.
Okay. Are we all like good with this? Like, okay, we just need let's do a little team strategizing. We don't need to rush ahead. We can take two for like a little bit of
No.
wayfinding.
The year is 2023. Things have changed, or possibly not. HoneyCon 2023 is being ran at a small town that has, in fact, been set up specifically for HoneyCon 2023. In fact, it was years and years ago a summer camp out in the woods, but can't just reuse Alone the Muskie from our last one. He's a completely different kind of character. Let's call him Elon Husk, the mysterious owner of the only social media site to survive the social media wars of 2022. He's a recluse. No one has ever seen him in person, but he said he's going to be at HoneyCon 2023, and he's going to bring I'm sorry, I'm like blanking on puns here. This is not usually a thing that happens.
Is it? Give me one half of the pun. I'll help you.
Honestly, I'm like trying to just do a Twitter thing here and blanking on it.
Twitter, but with bears. Growler.
No. I mean, like, we're just doing Elon Musk because he's an easy target.
Right.
Anyway.
Bearsla.
Anyway.
Ursula.
He is carrying, supposedly to HoneyCon, he is carrying a suitcase full of honey NFTs, each of which entitles you to a different, unique honey. They're all like in card form, and once you have them, like, this is an immutable right to just go to any honey sales place in the country, hand it over, and immediately get your unique honey that nobody else has ever had, except all of them are in the suitcase he's bringing with him. And if you roll them there, you're going to have infinite access to unique blends of honey for the rest of your life. However,
That sounds unbelievable. I can't believe they're storing infinite unique blends of honey at every honey sales place.
no, it's like a special order thing, but if you had them, even if you had stolen them, they'd have to like gnash their teeth and go, these aren't fungible, so we're not allowed to like arrest
Funge
you.
them.
We're not allowed to arrest you. They're honey NFTs, okay?
I see.
Each of which is a different image of like a bear, like in a slightly different pose. Basically, they're a currency which can only be exchanged for honey, but there's an infinite amount. Like there's not literally an infinite amount, but all of them that will ever exist are in this suitcase at HoneyCon. In the town that Elon Musk, the worn out husk of a man that runs the only social media site left in the world, is organizing his con out in this like foggy town out in the middle of nowhere, and everyone has gone, oh, it's all mysterious and everything. We have to see it because that's the only way we'll ever get these. And so, as two bears, you've put together a plan to steal this honey. So, in the planning, you've discovered that he's hired a set of armed guards. They are, in fact, local legends who are said to haunt the woods around this abandoned town that he's repurposed into HoneyCon 2023. Yes, they are the slashers who killed the entire population of thousands of teens who were formerly living here. There's, they've kind of been given like amnesty by the state because, everyone is at some point. It's like, yeah, sure. And in addition to that, there's also a strange fog that rolls through the town, sometimes becoming an ultra-dense fog monster of some kind that devours people who attempt to escape the con, or so the legends say.
Damn, HoneyCon's in Night Vale this year?
Yes, it's HoneyCon in Night Vale, why not? We're doing a horror thing this time. It's Resident Evil 4. Well, actually, I don't know which Resident Evil works best in it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Original
I am
Japanese,
improvising everything, so go for it.
in the original Japanese, it's Barrow Hazard.
Okay, Barrow Hazard. Welcome to Barrow Hazard. HoneyCon 2020. Less 20s there. I'm sorry, I am hopped up on so much caffeine right now.
HoneyCon 2020. It's the year.
Year.
It's 200,000
2020.
years in the future.
No, actually, this is better. In the post-apocalyptic wasteland, HoneyCon is the only...
The
Man, they
only
should have
source
gone
of
with that.
sugar in all the land.
Yeah, we had no idea what was going on. Don't worry, Acid. I'm DM now. GM?
BM?
Growlmaster.
Growl Master, that's good.
Yeah.
Growlmaster.
The year is 2020. Things have changed.
The
More
more
things
things change, the more they stay the
What's the
same.
post-apocalyptic HoneyCon instead of like Silent Hill HoneyCon? Like, I don't know what I'm doing, so
Oh, well, it's the fun of collaborative storytelling.
Yeah, sure. Let's do a post-apocalyptic thing. So the year is 2020. Acid, if you were in the call, I'd be saying, oh, it's set on planet Bera Nova, but like I'm not doing that because you're not here. Instead, it's set on the post-apocalyptic ruins of Earth, where the only source of sugar in the entire world is Immortan Joe Biden's like special stash that he keeps, and he only gives out at honeycons. So in the year 2020, you, the post-apocalyptic bears of this world, are hatching a plan to infiltrate his compound. Now, Honeycon 2020. I don't know what I'm doing, damn it. Let's see.
Sounds like
He
y'all having
has.
Oh, hey, Kitty.
No, everything's under honey control. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Mary saying 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020, and now
In
someone-
the year
Yeah.
2020, will
yeah, it's
Bearkind
far in
still
the future.
survive?
Immortan Joe Biden rules over that sugarless wasteland of
Oh no.
After Earth.
after
His
Earth.
compound, where he runs yearly honeycons, the only source of sugar for any of the survivors, is like his compound is heavily guarded by like raiders in what is probably like bondage gear, but like now it's an aesthetic for like post-apocalyptic wastelands. So just roll with it. It's not a sex thing, okay?
By
It's
the way,
got
Yeah,
armed
don't worry.
raiders.
As a Kamen Rider fan, I'm used to bondage.
It's
gear.
armed
It's not a
raiders who are
sex
equipped
thing.
with whips and other paraphernalia like.
Sometimes it is a sex thing, but
Yeah, sometimes it is, but like, that's their own thing. And he's got the vault. His compound is actually built over an ancient fallout shelter.
by the way, Kitty,
And you
roll up
need-
a character.
Yeah?
Oh,
Do you have a character, Kitty?
no, I just want to talk. Please, but I can roll up one. Let me find the. Oh, I guess I wouldn't have it downloaded. I had to reset my computer. Let me. I guess.
Mary, should I just
go to the
reuse
website.
Frazzle for now, or should I roll
Yeah,
up
I
a
was
new?
just gonna say, Frazzle, like, grew up in the post-apocalyptic wasteland in the ruins of a NASCAR, like, track, and was a bear that was taught to drive because, it's the post-apocalypse. What else are you gonna do?
Give me a sec. Laptop's loading up.
Frazzle's trying to find a voice that's less hard on his throat for the entire
It's
evening.
fine. You can just use your normal voice. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyway,
Frazzle's too committed to the bit.
Oh God.
are there cow bears on Baranova? Asks Acid. Yes, of course there are, Acid. Write your damn story, okay? Anyway.
Metal Bear Acid.
Metal
yeah.
Bear Acid. Yeah. Metal Gear Acid. That is the Metal Gear card game that only I care about.
Is that
Man.
what you do with the Bear NFT cards? You play Metal Bear Acid?
Yeah, no, we've abandoned the bear NFT things. I don't know what I was doing. This is the
Okay.
post-apocalypse now.
Yeah.
It's like
Much
the
like
Mad
all
Max.
NFTs.
But
All right, it's
Joe
like
Biden
it's-
has become the immortal god emperor of Earth, who controls the only honey and therefore the only sugar left on our dying planet. That was his climate plan all along,
Yeah.
And his compound is made out of like bits of like prefabricated buildings all welded together haphazardly, like a Fallout 4 base,
Shit,
Oh,
Joe
God.
Biden has joined the war on climate change, on the side of climate change.
That is the plot of this. You're going to infiltrate that and give honey back to the people and or yourselves, depending on your morality,
It is also
So,
the plot of
What
real
is the
life.
plan?
All right. Let me roll up a bear. Well, no,
What
what
a
is
bear, Katie. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to have to DM here, but like, let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Currently have a no. I should do all my rolls. Other than apparently I'm washed up, which I mean.
Oh,
mean,
I'm
yeah, that
washed up
goes for-
too.
No, let me try some.
Washed up bear bodies. Except I'm a honey badger, but that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll for my bear type because I somehow got honey badger.
You've
Actually,
somehow
I did.
got a clone of Tequila
No,
Zaku's
we can be
character.
like twinsies or something. It's fine.
Know it, sure.
Yeah. So James is
We're
the
from the
hacker
same
bear.
clan. The same
Yeah.
clan.
Yeah.
We're from the NASCAR clan of honey badgers.
Mhm.
I'm Slick, I'm Polar, I'm Hacker.
I'm
Yeah.
God washed up
Yeah, your
honey
tag
badger
skill is
face.
computers.
Oh, you're the washed up honey badger face. I'm the driver. See?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your name?
Listen, they're always just gonna be because you're bears. I never knew what's the point of naming them like that. I just gave them like human names when I was doing this.
I think the human names do make it certainly easier, like, to reference people in conversation.
She's
Daisy May
her
Cry.
name's Daisy May Cry because because I saw it, I was
Daisy
like,
May
yeah.
Cry. Okay.
Oh, my hat. Let me get my D8 out. And
There's
you
Daisy, the
while I
washed
roll
up
it.
honey badger face.
We
Frazzle,
are twins,
washed up
but
honey badger. NASCAR driver.
Nice, I have a top hat.
we are twins, but we have different last names because it's a post-apocalypse. Who's going to tell us how to pick our
Yeah,
names?
their parents
You're
weren't
right.
technically married. It's fine.
What is buried anyway?
Buried.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds worse, actually. Your parents weren't technically buried.
Yeah, they actually roam the wasteland as like radiation ghouls.
Oh no.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Hopefully this won't come back to bite us in the ass later. Hopefully they won't come back to bite us in the ass later.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how it spreads, you know? Watch out for that. Anyway, the three of you have came together with a simple plan to break into Immortan Joe Biden's compound and take the sugar back for yourselves. With that sugar, you could bring back all of civilization as it was, or reshape it in your own image, or possibly just eat the honey, I don't know. But he's got like ultra dense honey for storage purposes, hidden away inside his raider compound. And as luck would have it, today is the day that a delegation of members of all of the clans surrounding his like kingdom, like they've all sent members of theirs to attend Honeycon 2020. One time a year they can get any kind of sugar. And you are going to sneak in. So, the plan. Anyone improvise like any part of your plan, and I'll say, okay, this is how it works, or this is what you need to do it. But I'm not going to do
I
it.
say we take the biggest, baddest vehicle we can find and ram it straight into the fortress. In the chaos and confusion, simply make off with the honey while they don't know what's happening.
Oh wait. Now I can add on to that.
Mm-hmm. It's a yes and kind of scenario, so go for
Alright,
it.
I'm trying to think of a voice for her. Alright. Well, how about this? How about I pretend to be a foreign dignitary visiting, and during my visit, when my credentials fall apart, because of course they will, you ram in with your big fuck off huge vehicle.
Hey Daisy, you need to have more self-confidence. Your credentials won't fall apart. They'll never know what's coming.
Yeah.
Now what?
As
So
luck
true,
would
bestie.
have it-
And I'm just
as
sitting.
luck would have it-
And
No,
I'm
go
just
ahead,
sitting in
James.
the corner on the computer.
As luck would have
Maybe.
it, Erg's hacking in the like Fallout terminals that are like just green text on black background reveals that Immortan Joe Biden actually keeps like a selection of souped up like ultra vehicles with like, you know, giant monster trucks with flamethrowers on them, or like juggernaut trucks with like rams on the front. And also there's one thing, it seems to be a truck that's just set up for a guy to play a giant bass guitar made out of an entire tree. Like, that's the whole thing.
Wow,
Yeah.
they still have trees?
Yeah,
That's
it's the only
crazy.
tree left in the world, and it's like petrified wood, so you can't even use it for anything. So he just turned it into a big bass guitar. He only knows how to play one note on it, though.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Also,
this is
acid.
not going to make any sense. You can't say this is an intro.
At least this sugar isn't made out of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a different thing. That's virulent green.
That's what all the tech bros drink
Yeah.
in the Silicon Empire or whatever.
Silicon barely.
Man, I was gonna do this whole thing with like Elon Husk being like a malevolent ghost that had like puppeteered the corpse of a tech billionaire and is like trying to do some evil honey ritual. But like, you know, I like the post-apocalyptic thing better.
Yeah. Same.
So, the White House, which has been taken apart and rebuilt into like really shoddily made Fallout 4, Fallout 3, really?
It's Boff. Bear
It's
off.
off. Bear off. I have never played off. Like, in fact, you should say I have never. Giant centipede serializes. No, not now.
Is that what you call it?
Anyway, yeah. So, James, you don't have access to like Martin Joe Biden's garage like remotely. It's not wired into anything, but you know from the manifest that you have access to that he does have multiple vehicles that could be stolen from inside the compound and, you know, used as part of the plan.
Let's see. Bus, hot rod, bus, immortal bus.
Okay.
Fuck,
Is there a Hummer?
Man, life has really sucked since they made letting other people ride in your bus for free punishable by death.
Yeah. This is the future Joe Biden wants.
Yeah.
Wienermobile, bus. Oh, a hive mobile. That's
The
perfect.
Hive movie.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Careful, yeah. Steal that hive mobile and ram it straight into the office.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
So anyway, the day arrives of HoneyCon 2020. The gates of Morton Joe Biden's White House compound, surrounded by like corrugated metal, haphazardly bolted together, but still somehow indestructible to small arms. Like the gates are flanked by like each side of them has a squad of like raiders in really revealing leather outfits, you know, wielding whips and like guns that are made out of other better guns.
No,
And they are like checking the details of the visiting like subjects of Immortan Joe Biden. Some of them have arrived in cars that are just driving up to the front gate. They're mostly just regular cars that we would recognize nowadays, but with, like stuff bolted onto them. No one has actually built anything from scratch in the last 20,000 years or so. Well, 18,000. Some of them are just on foot. They're all just regular humans. They won't be expecting bears. So,
Alright.
Are there buff hairy men?
I mean, yeah, some of them are buff, hairy men. In fact, quite a bit back from the entrance to the compound, like on the road there, when you're like spying with your binoculars, you notice a group of like Viking themed raiders are like big buff hairy men with like horned helmets and stuff. They're definitely not Norwegian or anything like. They're not Norse. They're just like American guys are like this. They were probably a biker gang way back in the day. They're rolling up on their fat hogs, like on their big motorcycles, or souped up in post-apocalyptic ways, and like you're given a chance to ambush them if you choose to do that, just because of where you're set up, or you could choose to proceed on foot and take your luck with the. Yes, Acid, the word raider comes up a lot when you're doing Fallout parodies. I'm sorry, I'm not intentionally doing that, Vic. Right. So if you wanted to, you could ambush these buff, hairy men and impersonate them. That's not a sentence I have to say often. It's not a sentence that I never say, though.
We could just walk up near them and look like we're associated with them.
No, let's just kick their asses.
Actually, that's my best friend over there, points. Gambit.
Let me at him. Let me at him. I'll tear him into bits.
So that gives you, the opportunity to decide what your approach is. So talk it out.
Let's just tear all the people at the front apart.
Hey, easy. Let's just, ambush these bikers, impersonate them, and get in. It's fine. We'll save, we'll save the carnage for a little bit later, when we'll need it. What? I'm trying to. What was, James's bear?
That's Urg the bear.
Urg.
James posted that profile. Listen, we should have all posted our profiles here, have we? Let's see.
But yeah, what do you, like, we can take them on. We're two honey badgers, and you're like, we can absolutely, like, wreck shop here.
Mm-hmm.
And they have battle axes. I'd love to have a battle axe.
Yeah, they do have battle axes now that you check. In fact, their giant, oversized, like, post-apocalyptic motorbikes are emblazoned with the Vikings. You see, they're not just Vikings, they're bi.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Like,
bisexual. I didn't know that.
Is that why he's called Vamp? No, because of the blood? No, he's bisexual.
In the
Is
post-apocalyptic
he called
world,
Bear?
No.
Is it because he's gay? No, he's a bear.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So you could take the, like, falsified credentials that you have and impersonate this Viking-themed biker gang in the far-off future to infiltrate Martin Joe Biden's compound. That is a thing you can choose to do.
How are
However
they
you
able
can
to
choose.
check?
Hmm?
Is it through computers? Because I can use computers.
Art.
Yeah, they are actually, as you've discovered, they are actually painstakingly checking, like, IDs against the computers that they have on the front gates. You could actually just, if you could somehow get it. Sorry, I'm gonna have to look away from it. It's distracting when I see. You could, if you wanted to, just distract the guards and quickly change the guest list so it's got your names on it, or you could take on the identities of these Viking men, or you could take on the false identities that oh great, now I can't even see. Daisy May Cry, your honey badger face, played by Kitty Cat Herder, has actually, like, whipped up for you. These are all options you could take. What do you feel is the best approach?
Push off a guy who's already on the computer to use it.
We're not at the computer yet.
You're not there.
You're not there yet. We
Go on,
have to
get
get
drunk.
in. let's
This
ambush
is
the
like
bikers and get in.
discussing your approach before you get there. You could say, "Hey, that's what I'm gonna do when I get there," and I go, "Yeah, sure."
Let's ambush these guys. Get in and have at it.
Fine. I'll get with your ambush. So long as I can taste a little bit of blood today.
Yeah, sure.
Knowledge roll successful. You're aware that raiders often have blood.
Often.
Not all of them.
Yeah,
Some are robots.
understandable. Some of them have been husked.
Elon Husk.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Consider yourself husked.
yeah. You want to watch out for him too. You see, he still haunts the wasteland.
Oh no. But yeah, let's roll up on those Vikings. The Vikings.
Is that the course of action?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Better get on unicycle and
You gonna like wave them down and try and like get them that way, or are you gonna like try a stealth ambush kind of thing, or what?
No, I think Daisy is going to like. Oh, I don't know. I think she found
I
like
said
a
I'm doing
broken.
everything on purpose.
What? Oh, okay.
Ah.
You're talking to Acid.
Sorry, I am talking to Acid, who is constantly going, "Oh, I have a character called Raider. Are you talking about?" No, Acid. I saw you saying it's not. It's not about weed, you stoner.
Anyway,
This is a post-apocalyptic setting. I'm going to use the word Raider a lot. I'm sorry.
you could also
The
use.
bears are angry and tempers are
Some of them
heightened.
are robots. Some of them are ghouls. This is just Fallout, okay? Play Fallout New Vegas.
it's good.
Okay.
But anyway,
Right, anyway. You're saying.
Daisy May Cry found like a like on the way there. There's like a limousine that someone abandoned, and she's
Oh.
like pretending that it's hers, and it broke down, and put like some of her like gear in the back to make it look like like oh maybe there's something in here, right?
Mhm.
While the other two are like maybe hiding somewhere nearby, and like trying to like get their help, like just trying to say like hey. Hey, I need help. Like maybe like a white T-shirt on a stick or something. Just like, hey, I need help. Just come over here, please.
Yeah.
Like, kind
Curious.
gentlemen.
One of the Vikings waves to his brothers, and they like do the whole like tilting motorcycles to go sideways and like drop alongside you thing. What seems to be the problem, ma'am?
Oh
seem-
my
At least curious at what's going on.
my limousine, broke down on the way to Honeycon. I wanted to know if you can, like, is there any way you can help me get there?
Anything. The chief Viking pulls down his shades for a lady.
Oh. And then she's gonna like, kind of like kind of cover her mouth with blush and like mess with her paws in a pattern to signify to her twinsie to attack.
Yeah.
To,
The squadron of buff Viking men, tough as they are no surprise for sorry, they're no match for the surprise attack of two honey badgers.
Yeah, I go all in. I twirl in the air like I'm doing the get done. I'm like spinning and clawing in every which direction. The bondage gear is no effective defensive garment against an angry honey badger.
Yeah, it turns out that's just not very good armor.
Did he say like get down, like the get down?
Get down.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Honey badger, the cell of a honey badger, just put in the position and then just
The
rotate.
honey badger of the cell.
And I saw that once in the anime as a gag, and it's so good. Like someone firing a machine gun, and then they just rotate the cell of the character. But yeah, oh god,
Yeah,
she
it's classic.
Daisy wipes some gibs and giblets or whatever, from her face because this is Fallout and it people explode into incredible amounts of parts
Yeah,
sometimes.
you just go into
Slow
bats.
motion
That
slow
gets
up of
bare
like an
bats.
80% as a honey badger spins towards the butt Viking.
Yeah, you quickly leave them as, if you choose, just steaming heaps of gore. With all of their equipment completely intact if you want to see it.
All
No,
right,
I don't
nice.
have the presence of mind to leave anyone intact.
Yeah.
God.
Listen, you still get their battle axes and stuff, and optionally their leather straps barely cover anything, but somehow count as full formal clothing in this world.
I'll
Hell
cover
yeah.
myself. I'll grab like 4 or 5 battle axes and cover myself in enough leather straps to go from more of a bondage design thing to more of a Nomura design thing.
Fair enough.
As long as there's
Nice.
more battle axes.
Anyway, you now have access to enough motorcycles for all of you, and you look convincingly Viking, hairy Viking enough to pass as members of their faction.
Hell yeah.
Turns to face camera, Raiders.
And I have access to access.
Access to axes.
And I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Daisy's wearing the chief Viking's
Yeah, you got the
helmet,
horned helmet.
the horn helmet, a battle axe just in case.
Yeah.
And somehow her leather straps have a completely different design.
Mhm.
So straps whenever she puts them on, just somehow.
Yeah, listen, it's one of those armors that both genders can technically put on in a video game, but then it
Yeah,
mysteriously
in,
looks completely different.
MP1 for women, even though it's the same armor, the same stats. Regardless, you're now kitted out convincingly as Raiders. As it turns out, all of the gore covering you from the fight actually makes your outfit more convincing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so, you now have everything you need to go rolling right up to the front gate.
Excuse me.
Let's roll out.
Let's roll out.
I drive in the front as the designated driver and lead
As
the
the only one
charge.
not drunk. It's the designated driver now.
I'm only
You're not
drunk
drunk
on the blood
There's
of my
no sugar
enemies.
acting in the world aside from the honey that Immortan Joe Biden has given out, and therefore no alcohol other than honey-based alcohol.
Oh man, I love mead.
It's mead.
Oh, it's Skyrim again. Oh no, Joe Biden is Todd Howard.
Don't be silly. He's Immortan Joe Biden. If you met Todd Howard, that would be a different guy.
Yeah, Todd Howard never fails to meet expectations.
Yeah. Anyway, you roll up towards the front gate, which is, I'm assuming, what you're doing on your bike.
Of course.
You're behind
Women.
a group of disco themed raiders. It's cool. They just got big afros, and they don't actually have any disco music because it's been tens of thousands of years. But they have the spirit of it. They're just let in after their passes are inspected, and now it's your turn. And the lead raider guard stares you down from behind his gas mask that he's wearing. It doesn't have any filters in it or anything, and so wouldn't actually be useful. But his eyes show some suspicion, and what would he say? Honestly, he goes, just hand over your passes. Sorry. Hand over your passes or you're not getting in.
Alright. Here you go, champ.
He looks at the passes that were mailed out to painstakingly by couriers crossing the wasteland, inviting the heads or the representatives from various clans to HoneyCon 2020. Yours, read the Bye Kings. He quickly looks over to his computer terminal, wondering if he should double check it because you are, bears pretending to be humans.
I push him out
It's
of the
like,
way.
are
and
these
start
humans?
and
Huh?
start using the computer terminal.
If you want to use it, you're gonna have to distract him somehow.
Okay, I push him out of the way.
You're just gonna push him in broad daylight
Like in front of
and
everyone
go,
else.
hey, let me use your computer first.
Well, when you're using a computer, the rest of the world freezes. So
Okay, James, you got me on that.
No, I was about to say we could just do a flashback of us making our plan at our shitty.
You could. You're always allowed to do flashbacks, although if you plan out too much, you start taking on criminal points.
Well, yeah,
that's a crime.
which may be good for a hacker to. It may be good for a hacker to be like, okay, someone in part of our plan, someone distracts the guy while he gets the computer.
Okay,
Wait,
I'm going to do sick motorcycle tricks.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
I'm watching. Now, what does the point be sick motorcycle tricks?
I'm gonna do a wheelie, and then I'm gonna accelerate and do a flip out of the
He
wheelie.
says.
Hell yeah!
He's just watching you, enraptured by your motorcycle. In fact, all of the raider guards are just watching appreciatively and just nodding and going, yeah, sure. You don't see this every day in the post-apocalypse. This leaves a perfect opportunity for Erg to just paw at the computer. Alright, James. So you're just adding your actual names from presumably from the fake passes that Kitty whipped up. It looks way more convincing. Anyway, the chief raider sees you slapping the computer and goes, "Get away from that!" But doesn't seem to have he doesn't seem to think you had enough time to change anything, because he immediately checks the file on there and goes, "Yes, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your stay, Bye Kings." The gate opens in the kind of double gate opening inwards kind of way.
Is there a fog wall?
What?
Well, no, we
It's
didn't
fine
activate
then.
the
It's
boss
not a
yet.
boss fight. We're
not a boss
good.
Oh, fog wall.
You would have been
Okay.
given a chance to save if it was a boss fight.
Yeah, someone would have come up to me and would have been like, "Are you sure you've put all your affairs in place before you enter here, just to make sure, not that there's anything big happening or anything."
Yeah, so you enter the compound, and inside, aside from, the cannibalized ruins of the White House, and Morton Joe Biden lives inside, and the, prominent, fallout shelter excavated underneath it. It's kind of, piled up in a, hill thing with the vault underneath the White House, which is, in a burrowed out piece of ground surrounded it's a moat with a ring of walls around it. Yeah, there's a shanty town of just cheaply built houses made out of shipping containers. The ones tech bros are always pushing, are just piled up around the edges of it. This is Martin Joe Biden's post-apocalyptic fortress.
The image
And
that came
this-
to my head was
Yeah.
of that of. Oh crap! I deleted it out of my brain. I deleted
Okay,
its
the one-
name.
The
Ready
one that
Player
I
One.
came. Oh, the one that I thought of was the Dual Academy North in GX.
See, I get that, and I don't think anyone else is going to.
This is for the listeners.
It's a little bit like that, sure. So you see other like themed raider gangs all around. The most common theme seems to be a weird bondage thing. You don't get it, but like you're just going, well, at least there's no cop themed gang. Like that'd be weird.
Oh god,
I
that
mean,
would
you
be
know,
Cops post apocalypse.
I mean, that's a gang. The cops are a gang I would expect to stick around for a long time.
Well, they probably
True.
would.
especially for Joe.
Presumably, they're Immortan Joe Biden's personal guard. Like, any cop-themed guys are just going to be pure evil anyway.
Daisy sees them and just kind of, tries to whisper to her friends. It's like, of course, the state would try to maintain the monopoly on violence.
Yeah.
Wild.
All right. You know what? Let's run.
Rah, 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 rah.
But so yeah.
So-
I guess
You know, the honey that is the foundation of Immortan Joe Biden's wealth and prosperity is buried in the fallout shelter vault beneath the White House. But thankfully, there seems to be a front entrance, which doesn't need you to go for the White House. And you've heard rumors that there's maybe other entrances to it. So is there anything that you think might exist in this post-apocalyptic compound you might want to look into? Like, there's Immortan Joe Biden's, garage, which you know of.
I look for another guy on a computer and push him off and to use it.
Okay, James, you do that. He is playing Galaga. It has somehow survived the post-apocalypse. And in fact, he had the world record high score before you pushed him off.
I love ruining things.
Yeah. Are you going to
The
search for
sandcastle
specific
taking
information
instinct.
in there? Are you going to finish his game and input your name as the high score, preserving it for all time?
I'm gonna delete it.
rude.
Sure.
The
Any information
sandcastle
you
taking
can-
instincts are coming on and to take you over.
Yeah.
God.
Well, James, what are you going to try and find out? Just improvise anything and I'll go, yeah, sure, okay.
Where honey pot.
Where honey
He's gonna bop Arg on the top of the head. Like, come on, be more specific than that. Like,
Where
where's
honey pot, please?
ah? She shoves her off of the computer. Just like entrances to the Fallout shelter, please.
You get a Fallout New Vegas game facts.
You look up Fallout New Vegas game facts, and in fact, discover game facts is still around in the year 2020. In fact, it became the home of a resistance who seek to overthrow Immortan Joe Biden.
Nice.
As part of that, they do, in fact, have a map to 2 different entrances to the Fallout shelter. One of them is through the White House. You need to fight your way to the Oval Office and press the big blue button that's next to the big red button that launches all the nukes. That's don't worry about that one.
I really can't
no,
fuck things up any more than before,
Yeah,
really.
you can't mess it up more. Don't worry
Like,
about that one.
Daisy May reads that part to Aurora just reading that to the other bears, and well, she's a honey badger, but whatever. But she kind of eyes. I keep forgetting Tequila Zaku's
Frazzle.
Frazzle, eyes Frazzle for a second, with the big red button that, and then she
shaking
just
your
skips
head.
over it, nope. Rather.
Yeah, it's then got the rest of the FAQ is taken up by sick ASCII art of a man slamming a basketball into a hoop for some reason. You don't know why. It takes up 3 pages, though. It's really detailed ASCII art. The rest of that fades into illegibility. It's just like unreadable. Whoever was typing this just didn't do any proofreading. Then it has another section of the secondary entrance. The secondary entrance is through the monster pits, where they keep all of the irradiated monsters that they have for like arena fights to prove how worthy people are of the honey. There's a trail leading off around the side of the White House, and apparently a secondary entrance into the vault through there. But the only way to get through there is to open all of the cages and fight all of the monsters, presumably. So,
I thought we take whichever path has more fighting.
the third option, as you are aware, is to go straight through the front door. The reinforced steel of Martin Joe Biden's Fallout shelter door. It's one of those big, like, circular doors from Fallout. It would roll aside, or perhaps you could just simply hit it with more force than a nuclear missile could bring to bear and drive straight through it. Jeez.
What was the first one again? Like going through the
Going to the Oval Office and hitting the secret blue button, which doesn't launch nukes.
Alright. She'll look at the comments to see if there's any comments on the fact and see if like anyone reports about
the comments in Game FAQs are exactly the same as they were in 2023. All they are is just arguing over whether someone called Sephiroth could beat up a list of different characters. It's not terribly useful.
Oh no. Alright. Then fuck it, let's go fight the monsters and /or find a way to bypass at least some of them. But look, we're gonna open some of the gates because like Frazzle wants to fight, and I'm down for that. But you know, maybe there's like we can like hack some of the gates to be jammed closed or something. Right, Eric?
Well, that's always a possibility. Is that your plan?
That's my vote. No opposed.
So.
Can you repeat that?
We're going through the monster pits, opening some of them, seeing if we can hack some things along the way.
Controls for the secondary entrance to the vault are down there if you're not wanting to fight your way through the White House or perhaps infiltrate it.
Okay.
And that's your best bet. Well, James?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Hey.
James, I'm glad we got your approval for this plan. Yeah. Leaving one final comment of I could beat Sephiroth on the Game FAQ site. Erg just smashes the computer and you begin on your plan. You head down the dirt trail, like in front of the mound that has, like, it's been excavated around the White House, and you follow it to the arena.
Dun, dun, dun.
Set into the ground where representatives from the various clans fight for the right to earn honey from Martin Joe Biden himself. And in fact, you can see he is currently in the top box of the arena, presiding over like a. I'm trying to think of something funny as a theme. Presiding over man, I am blanking on what would be the funniest post-apocalyptic US culture.
Oh god.
Greasers.
Yeah, sure. It's a greaser just using his knuckle dusters to punch this giant two-headed turtle with laser eyes.
Oh yeah.
And Martin Joe
Oh,
is
yeah.
Joe Biden is just sitting there on this like giant throne, and you see his sinister advisor, a greasy, pale man named Todd Coward, is slinking about in the background. They say he is the one who created many of the monsters who roam the wasteland.
Oh no.
Finally, the greaser like succeeds in the fight, but Todd Coward whispers something in his master's ear, causing him to give the thumbs down and send in another giant monster. This one, a really big cow, just like a normal cow, not like even a threatening one, but it's big. Steps out and steps on the greaser. The crowd goes wild. They are distracted for the moment, and you have the opportunity to slip around behind the stands if you choose, or to go through them and just like try and rile up the crowd some more.
I'm all for going straight
Also-
ahead, all through riling up the crowd.
Yeah, you could also try and take part in the fight yourself and use that to try and impress Immortan Joe Biden and get a chance to directly go through him and his advisor. But don't worry, they'll be around even after this. After all, you're here for the honey, aren't you?
Of course.
Yeah.
Honey
Yeah.
comes first.
Hey, wait. Daisy, like kind of gets a huddle together. Right, like, hey guys, I just had I just had a really wicked idea. What if we just open all the cages and let like everyone panic and like despair as we like get the honey? Like, what if what if they all die or something? Wouldn't that be funny?
Okay.
Fuck the,
What
like
if they all
they're
die?
holding all the
Wouldn't that be
honey and
funny?
everything. So like, fuck it, like, go, come on,
Let's go.
let's
Oh.
go.
By staggering coincidence, Mario from the Super Mario Brothers is not here.
Damn, just when I thought this plot needed a little bit more Chris Pratt.
Oh no, oh, God, not too
Hey.
crit.
You enter the backstage of the arena. There's just a guard is just like sleeping there. They're not bringing out these creatures yet, so he's taking a siesta in the harsh midday sun of December because climate change has like ruined the world. And in fact, you hear a voice say, "Hey, over here by the cage. Yeah, you." And you see there is some kind of like scarred, mutated rat man. Yeah, I'm Chris Pratt. Crisp,
Oh.
you know the word crisp, and rat.
Yeah.
Let's keep this
If you
guy
let me
locked up.
out, I can help you.
How do you
Kirsty's
feel about gay
incessant
people?
celebrity cameos.
Listen, that's neither here nor there. I don't know what
I
Chris
think it
Pratt
is.
sounds like, so
Oh, his voice. God.
How would you feel about
It's
doing
a
an
meme.
Italian accent?
Hmm?
How would you feel about doing an if someone told you to do an Italian accent, would you commit to it or would you cow it out?
I would
God.
kill everyone in the room instead of doing that.
Let's double lock his cage.
Damn. You gonna double lock him in?
Yep.
I mean,
Right, so Crisp Space Rat is now double locked in. So if you unlock all, then you're gonna still leave him locked. And, in fact, you find like the sleeping guard is snoozing in front of a computer which may have the unlock controls on it.
nice. No, excuse me. Let me. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Soon. Try to cause carnage towards
Cause
all
carnage.
these
I
all
love
these raiders
that.
and those who oppress the people. I'll be back.
As you're probably aware, I had literally nothing prepared for this because I didn't know I was DMing. So, you know,
Everyone gets to DM.
James,
It's improv night at the movie theater.
yeah, I'm not actually great at improv.
Kind of wonders why you joined it on the tabletop top stream with me.
Yeah, James, I am actually wondering that. Anyway, are
Yeah.
you gonna continue, like, with your face just, like, T-posing at the back? Like, as I assume anyone who temporarily leaves does?
I feel like we can wait a moment. Or
Alright.
we can just start tearing people to shreds in the meantime. That's also a good option.
You tear Chris Pratt to shreds if you like.
Let's hack.
Feels pointless.
You'd suffer more by being alive, you say.
I do not. His existence doesn't affect me. I doubt he's in a position where I have to care much what he's up to. Yeah, what's the nearest? My sense of bloodlust is surging up again. What's the nearest life form I can sense that's not Chris Pratt?
There is the guard who's sleeping at the console. And there are, like, none of the other, like, caged animals or in this room seem to be sentient, like the Chris Pratt.
Okay, I know. I want something. I want to tear apart someone whose pain I can understand.
Mhm.
Frazzle isn't a very good person / honey badger.
There is a good one.
Yes. I mean, it's more true neutral if you're going according to some editions of D&D.
Chaotic neutral.
Well, I mean,
There
True
is no-
neutral is its own thing.
I feel like if you're 50% criminal, 50% animal, you're at least like partially not neutral. Anyway, yeah, I'll get how tethered guards wrote out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You need blood from somewhere, even if it's
Well, take
blood
an extra
sugar.
point
Yeah,
in
blood
bear.
for the me.
Take an extra point in bear if you want for this.
Yeah, sure, I'll put another point in bear.
However, that takes a point out of your criminal score, so, you know.
I feel like I'm definitely
so-
more playing towards the bear end of this time.
You lets out a horrible scream as you rip him limb from limb, but you're bears. Who cares about that? And now you have access to the computer, which, well, you haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but, you know.
Found it. The computer room.
The computer room. This isn't really a computer room. It's just a room with a single terminal, which is like a password mini game, but you just keep like exiting and re-entering until it works.
You keep doing every time you see computer, you're like, "This is the computer room." You keep like trying to shove people out the way for computers.
Yeah, you can't. You have to say, "This is a Linux system. I know it," or I won't let you get away with it.
It's a Unix system. I don't know it.
Well, damn. I
Just
guess we
kidding.
can't access computer.
That's okay. I'll just change it to Python.
That's not how that works.
No, it's fine. Look, see, it's a snake now.
Oh,
this
cool.
actually runs on the most futuristic operating system you've ever heard of. It's called Windows 12.
I was about to
Oh,
say
fuck.
95.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
Yeah. And
Well.
the other two of you, like, recoil in horror from it. Regrettably, though, Erg has the capacity to understand how to use this system.
This is just me.
So on the desktop, there's a number of options. There's open all cages, there's open the half cages, there's double / triple close crisp rat's cage.
Immediately used doing that one.
There's also just an option called bees.
Hmm.
These are honey.
bees
bees
can make honey. They don't always have honey.
Bees can produce many honeys.
Mm-hmm.
That one is a peanut.
What is a bee? Nothing but a miserable pile of carapace.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we should unleash the bees.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Just open all the cages and unleash the bees.
So the plan is open all cages, unleash bees.
Yes.
And triple, yeah. Reminder, triple lock, Chris Pratt.
So what you're saying is we're just gonna hit every button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure
So-
to hit triple lock Chris Pratt after unleash all cages, though.
No.
Oh no, don't worry.
No, he's
It
already.
turns out this guard wasn't actually a terrible person. In fact, you've seen that he's got like photos of his family that he dearly loves, and he's got a lot of poetry on this computer that he's just been writing in his spare time about the beauty that you can find
no.
anywhere in the world.
Oh no.
And also, he hates Chris Pratt.
Hmm.
He just has like
Oh,
a series
no.
of logs talking only about how much he hates him. It's like, damn, if I ever die suddenly of bear-related illnesses, I hope someone locks him up even more.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll do that. As I say, as I'm still eating his arm.
God.
His spirit
Real-
does not manifest back in the world, like, he is at rest now.
A real Vegeta
He
moment.
avoided his ghost. That was going to be the encounter here. Anyway, you slam all the buttons, destroying the computer. Because, like, this is just what you do at this point. Yeah. It's a Unix system. Nobody will ever notice again. And, in fact, it turns out that the bees button does something you didn't expect. You hear the great rumbling of the vault door beneath the White House as it starts to shake open. There's chaos outside, just screaming at both as the like raiders in the arena are attacked by the animals they had caged, and as Immortan Joe Biden gives the orders to protect the honey at all costs. You hear him yelling in the Joe Biden voice that I cannot do because I don't actually know how Joe Biden sounds.
Lame, that's how he sounds.
I think he says a lot.
Protect the honey.
Well,
Perfect. No.
You now have you now have two options. You can either fight your way through the various mutated animals of the wasteland to try and get into the second
Oh,
main.
wait,
You
hold
can-
on. No, never
go
mind. OBS said it disconnected and then it reconnected.
Okay, James.
Oh, OBS.
Yeah, OBS.
Oh, BS. The BS stands for
That's why it's
bullshit.
called that, yes.
Bear stuff.
You can slip out of the arena, like the arena cage section, and head out into the main floor of the compound. Guards have even been called away from Immortan Joe Biden's garage, leaving the vehicles that he raids the post-apocalyptic wasteland in relatively unattended. They've been called away to fight off the horde of monsters you've unleashed. When they finish fighting them, they are going to come back in force, though. So you may not have much time. Do you go straight for the honey? Do you go for a vehicle? Do you
Honey.
screw around for another 20 minutes?
No,
I'm gonna go get us a getaway vehicle to transport the honey in.
Mhm.
All right. Let's go grab a quick haul and let's get a haul and move out.
Mhm.
But the honey.
Yes, that's what I mean. We're grabbing as much honey as we can carry
Okay.
to get to the getaway.
You enter the vault, quickly ignoring the audio logs strewn about every 5 feet, which explain the tragic history of the honey vault experiment. You quickly find your way to the safe room containing just like big pots labeled honey. Now, this is ultra dense honey. It's fairly heavy. You can only carry so much of it. And in fact, you see a warning sign on the wall, which you can attempt a criminal roll to read what it says in warning, or you can just go with your bare instincts here.
I'll read it.
Alright, so roll
No,
criminal for me.
No, just just my luck. I think as preparation for this,
Oh,
Daisy has been brushing up on, like, it's probably English, CUSA. Like, it's like studying up on like how to read.
it's
and
called
she's-
common, but it's clearly just American English. Don't
It's
worry
written
about
Yeah.
in digicode.
Mhm.
So, I'll.
Did you
let
see?
me-
Did you hear?
it. Did you know?
What's running?
Alright, so let me roll with target number 4. I have a cat in my lap.
Mhm.
Give me luck, kitty. Thank
Yeah,
you for
good
Nestle up
boss.
against the dice.
Cat.
That's a 2!
Two. So your criminal planning has allowed you to study enough of the old world's alphabet to see it says warning. Once once honey has begun movement, you must leave immediately, or the vault will go into lockdown. And then in brackets underneath it says it's a metaphor about letting go.
Ah!
Okay, so we just
He's
gotta
reading
wait
this
for
out loud to her friends, and then just, I guess the dog, because, like, she's the only one right here, and just, like, groans about that, and then, like, fuck, alright, let's
Father
try to,
Elijah again.
let's fucking go. Let's grab a doll. No, she tries to find, like, if there's, like, a dolly or something. It's
Yeah,
like,
you try to find like a normal bin to shove it all in.
to shove as much as you can into.
the
Like,
head
let's
of
fucking go, 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 go,
the
go.
head of Joe Biden.
Joe
Joe
Biden.
biting off his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've managed to like scoop as many like ultra dense honey containers into just a random bin somewhere in the room and pull them out before the vault like permanently seals and traps you there forever, because that's what they're all set up to do. And waiting outside is your old friend Frazzle with what kind of vehicle have you gotten for them? Describe it. Any vehicle, as long as it could exist in a post-apocalypse, and I'll just go, yeah, sure.
The honey car.
The Honey Hive car,
Yes.
the one that starts off playing Honey Hive Galaxy, but slows down and down, and then starts playing what you initially think is it's hip to be square, but really isn't.
Yeah. That's real.
God.
Yeah, so it's a giant bee-themed hive mobile that you've stolen.
Yep.
Hell
Which is
yeah.
a symbol of Immortan Joe Biden's like unassailable power. This is one of his personal vehicles. And you shove your ill-gotten gains into it and rev up the car. But Immortan Joe Biden has caught on to your plan.
Well, we do have his head here. And we're
What?
holding all the honey in it.
What are you talking about his head?
James, you didn't kill him.
Oh. We didn't. Oh, you're making
This-
a joke
this
about
was not
Father
a-
Elijah.
Yeah, I know you're doing the like Father Elijah thing. No, you didn't manage to kill him. That would just, if you did kill anyone, it would just be a random guard. I'm not just letting you kill off one of the only like 2 named characters in this.
Well, without it
rolled a
being like
20.
a struggle. No, you didn't.
James, you want to roll under. That's the traditional way of cheating.
You'd simply need to use a dice that only has a 1, 2, and 3s on it, but in such a way where you can never see all of the numbers at once, thus not revealing the trick.
Okay.
Oh, so this is
Any-
Mario Party.
This is not Wario Party, but
Alright,
yeah.
James. You do
Um,
not have the head of President Joe Biden. Like, that is not a thing that you have in your possession. He is, in fact, he is coming after you. He
Huh?
has headed to his garage after you and jumped in one of his other vehicles and ordered all of the raiders to jump on theirs. And as
Yeah.
you're moving up the car, like the front gates of the compound begin to swing slowly closed. You're gonna have to act fast.
I'm
Alright.
gonna fucking floor the accelerator on this thing.
Hmm.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna use like a little bit of leftover honey on my paw to like glue the gas pedal to the bottom of the car so it stays down
Yeah,
forever.
Oh god.
good thinking.
And because I am not tall enough to simultaneously operate the pedals and the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So you slammed this car permanently in the maximum acceleration.
It is impossible to
Shooting out
unaccelerate this car.
shaped bullets,
Hell yeah.
but you're followed by like rickety trucks made out of scrap metal, one of which has like the guy playing the giant bass guitar on it. You're followed by monster trucks, just firing machine guns wildly in the air. The guns don't angle down, but maybe some of the bullets will be carried downwards by the trajectory. And Immortan Joe Biden's throne itself, mounted on a truck, heads up the chase, complete
hack
with.
it?
Okay.
I mean, what if it's a smart throne?
Smart
No.
drone.
See, the thing is, if you wanted to hack things, you'd have to do them ahead of time. You'd have to go, oh, I'm going to hack this and set up this thing. You can go, oh, well, I've already hacked this. Like, this is a thing that I was setting up beforehand. And I go, yeah, sure. But you're not doing that. You're always going, hey, I'm pushing him aside to hack it immediately right in front of him. And it's like, you can't do that. It's fine. It's just me feeling exasperated. Sorry. Like, if you want to say, oh, when we first got in here, I hacked that. That's what I was off doing. I'm fine with you saying that. What did you hack his car to do? James?
To like
To explode immediately, right?
to run on honey, but it doesn't have any honey because we took.
He
the
does
honey.
have honey. You didn't take
Oh.
all the honey. You took as much as you could carry.
Because the theme is
And
let it
obviously
go, you
his-
see.
His own vehicles are all, like, gassed up because, you know, this is a chase sequence.
Ah, but it's
Yeah,
gassed up with
but-
gas, not honey.
I try to route us to a dangerous. Try to route us to a more dangerous route where no one but someone who has physically restricted themselves will dare to go at full acceleration, so we can leave them off out in the cold. What's the most dangerous, like, location I could lead this chase to?
Taking suggestions here.
You could say, fuck it. There's a big canyon now because it's.
Oh yeah,
20
I'm gonna.
It's 2020, so like fuck it. Like
Mhm.
maybe geography
wait.
has changed a lot.
Okay, my
Fuck.
USA geography isn't that good, but isn't Mount Rushmore near the White House? That's like America's
No.
things, right?
I don't think it's that. I mean, fuck it.
So
that
you
that,
Mount
that works.
Rushmore.
Oh,
Mount
no.
Rushmore 2.
Mount Rush even more happens
Mount
actually
Rush even
right
more.
outside the White House and depicts the four greatest presidents of the quote-unquote modern age. That is to say, Joe Biden, Alexander Hamilton, but like from the play Hamilton, and he's got the like Miku binder.
Oh no.
Number
Oh
two.
no.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk, the president that took over in the mid-2020s. However, his face has been like caved in, and it's like this big, terrifying like hole that draws in your eye, and it like is maddening to look upon.
And of course, President Naruto,
President
the
Naruto.
2050
It's got the
president-elect that
protagonists
miraculously.
are all on the side of it. Like, that's the whole thing.
Believe it.
So it's Naruto, Naruto's dad, Naruto's son.
Of
Secret
course,
Secret
President
Force.
Naruto, named after the popular anime character,
No, the
swore
popular anime character is named after him.
time loops.
It's a time loop. He's a time traveler.
He
My
swore
God.
to become president one day, and based on his true story, they wrote the story of Naruto.
Yeah, and it inspired a time traveler to take on that name, and he became the president.
And that's why there's time
It's not
travel
like-
in Boruto, and they fight dinosaurs.
He's got a DeLorean, but he needs to do the Naruto run inside it to power it. It's got a treadmill on it, but he's not around right now. Don't worry about him.
This is just a very elaborate backstory for one of these random Mount Rushmore fakes. Anyway, I'm gonna parkour drive around the top of Mount Rushmore and try to leave them in the dust.
Yeah. Your attempt to drive up the side of Mount Rushmore first is the great head of President Alexander Hamilton, but from the musical. Was Hamilton the president? I don't know. I don't actually know anything about American history. But
Yes.
anyway, this one is relatively safe. Hey, chilled out cat. Yes, this is the history of the real Mount Rushmore.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, that's my other account.
As you're
Just
driving
posting it
up,
there.
as you're driving up the side of Hamilton's head, you're followed, you're caught up by the disco van driven by the disco raiders that you find at the entrance. They're all doing this whole elaborate dance routine where they're leaning out the windows and night fevering at you, but they've got guns in their other hands, just spraying wildly.
If,
Cool.
if I understand anything about people who like disco, is that they are disasters, complete disasters.
Mm-hmm. So what's your
I'm
plan?
not rude.
You could just say, "Oh yeah, I had this thing that I picked up earlier," and throwing it off the car at them, or
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, why
honestly, part of my
should
pre-planning
this
was making sure I had
obvious weak point.
a grenade launcher, like the one from New Vegas. Oh, I guess not from New Vegas.
Listen,
The
you
China
can
Puff.
just
whatever.
say, "Hey, I bought the DLC. I started with a grenade launcher."
Yeah,
And I'd go,
I bought
"That
the DLC.
checks out, I guess."
I have a grenade launcher, and I want to shoot at I guess at their engine block, or
Mhm.
try to.
Come on,
Fuck that
that's
up.
not even disco themed.
I was going to ask them to make an easy roll. And considering disco,
What?
it's nearly impossible for them somehow.
A what? Easy roll?
Yeah.
Is that dance move?
No.
No.
See,
So, James, what are you going to do to force them to take literally any role to see if they succeed?
What? Wait,
That's what
do I
you're
not
doing.
get to shoot at them, or to try to disable the truck, or what? I'm kind of confused because I
I'm
wasn't
going
asked
to
for a roll or
I'm
anything.
gonna put a tie on a fan and hold it out
What?
to them.
Wait, James.
I don't know what
you're
you're talking.
interrupting what I was trying to talk about, and also I have no idea what you're trying to do now. I was trying to shoot at the truck with a grenade launcher. Cause Fallout, baby. Fallout and Wasteland and Mad Max, whatever.
But these
So
people,
can I do that first?
sure.
If Mary's fine with that,
Yeah.
let's do a criminal roll. Because grenade launchers are crime.
Do
They're
criminal
not
roll.
fair.
Jesus,
Oh
you-
no! I rolled a 5.
Oh
I had
no.
a
In
forward
Joe
in crime.
Biden's America, in a modern Joe Biden's America, you can't even fire a grenade launcher anymore.
Oh, no! What? I'm trying to. God. Huh. How does firing a grenade launcher at their engine block not, how did that go
Well,
wrong?
here's how it went wrong. You bought the DLC and got the grenade launcher, but it didn't come with any ammo. You just pull the trigger and it clicks. And you go, oh damn, I should have checked this before we left.
Damn. Fucking.
Yeah.
She
The like side of the disco van opens up and you got like this disco ball that's spinning to dazzle you and throw off your driving, and you go into a loop around like the inside of the hollowed out face of Elon Musk's presidential statue here. Like it's all really surreal and there's like light bouncing off everywhere. Truly, Joe Biden's America, says Acid. And to make matters worse, Immortan Joe Biden's truck is gaining on you. That's a bit further behind the smaller, more agile vehicles of his minions. So, you're inside the, like, the manga Uzumaki with the, like, hollowed out spiral face thing? That's what Elon Musk's Mount Rushmore statue has.
Oh, horrifying.
This is like all those like more Yu-Gi-Oh references. Yu-Gi-Oh 5D's mysterious highways into nothing. Simply twirl around for you to ride bikes
it
on.
is. Like, that was Infrastructure Week. It was a week that lasted like an indeterminate amount of time and destroyed space and time as we know it. And so you get highways to nowhere.
Although honestly, those made more sense when 5Ds had them than when Zeal had them. That one always confused me because they don't even ride bikes on those. They just have mysterious highways into nothing. Anyway, sorry for the tangent. Back to Elon Musk's Uzumaki head.
Mm-hmm.
Not Naruto Uzumaki. That's a different.
Oh no, the
person.
Naruto one's like much further along.
Oh, hey, does the Elon Musk a statue like carved in the face have any like weird like techno gadgets built in because it's Elon Musk?
Yeah, sure. It has like a tunnel just looping around the outside of it with one Tesla just driving constantly in a circle forever.
Oh.
Occasionally, we bring child sacrifices to the Tesla that it
Yeah, it
demands.
just runs over them. That's just how it gets
no.
powered.
Hey.
And in fact, your path might cross over nearby it.
I know.
Hey. Go.
I attempt to jump into the Tesla and try to hack it to crash into Joe Biden's car.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah! This is dumb as hell. Love it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go.
so you break into the Tesla, like smashing through the windshield of your cars, and it takes no effort. There's nothing there. And this Tesla, which has been running for 18,000 years against all probability, thanks to blood sacrifices, is now under your control. You swiftly reprogram it, and it heads straight on like a missile, knocking the disco van off course and heading straight for Immortan Joe Biden's car.
I
Whoever.
call out to like, Arg! No! Don't sacrifice
Yeah.
yourself!
And it does have you in tow because you've not jumped off it yet.
I
So,
can
like-
open another hole. Because it's so easy. And jump
Sure.
out.
You jump out of a moving car.
Yeah.
Moving car as fast as a missile. I'm like, know what? Can Frazzle try to like? I don't know, like maybe
I don't
loop
know.
around it
I'm
to
Frazzle.
intercept.
I don't know.
Criminal
Frazzle.
Frazzle.
I'm gonna try to like do a sick like turn
Try to
around steer.
swerve around.
Yeah,
and
like swerve in a big like
match the momentum of Arg.
yeah, like drift in a big circle, pick up. Well, I guess someone else is gonna have to pick up because I'm at him. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
at the steering wheel. But like, yeah, you know what I'm trying to do here.
Hell yeah! Oh, and I just remembered something. If you're rolling something that
You
matches
get
your
advantage on this. You
roll.
roll 2 dice and pick the best. So go for
Yep.
it.
Okay, I am going to do that.
Hmm?
Go. That's a 1.
Hell yeah.
One, you've succeeded. You managed to match Erg's momentum and catch them as they go flying through the windshield of the world's last Tesla, meaning they escape without injury. If you'd failed to roll out, as you said, they get really banged up by this, but like, you know
Well,
what? You're a good enough driver. You've managed to do it perfectly. It's
well,
Tesla. It's like a bullet straight for Morton Joe Biden's truck, crashing head on it, engulfing it in flames.
well,
You
if you,
spiral out of the Elon Musk head, landing safely. Like it wrecks your suspension, but you like bounce and you keep going. And you're like, finally, the world is rid of Morton Joe Biden. And then you hear those fateful words, "Not so fast. I'm going to bury you, boo-boo bears, with my psionic warrior powers." The head
God,
on Mount Rushmore of President Joe Biden, its lips are moving in
Oh,
response.
That was his real body all along.
He reshapes the body, the heads, Naruto statues and all, into the body of ultimate Joe Biden.
I was about
Oh
to say.
god.
The gigantic golem of Joe Biden. Is golem the word?
Construction.
Automaton.
The
I'm
anime,
gonna.
like, rock body of Joe Biden.
I'm gonna steer
Time
us down into the featureless, seemingly infinite desert that we can drive down, so we can have a someone in the back of a car shooting a rocket launcher at a big boss that chases you kind of mini game.
Sure, let's do that. So anyway, giant Joe Biden starts chasing you down the endless highway into the desert.
Oh fuck. Oh, and before we continue, I just want to say, yes, Acid Harbinger, do Teslas go to hell? The answer is yes.
Oh yeah,
They
this
absolutely go to
one
hell.
like took part
Especially
in
this one.
hideous blood sacrifices. It was going to hell regardless of what kind of car it was.
Oh man, that
But
was
especially, it goes to double hell. It gets to meet the fucking that one angel, supernatural in double
Oh,
hell.
Destiel? Was that his name?
Castile
Yeah.
or something.
Castiel.
Yeah, Castiel. Yeah. It meets Castiel in double hell, and
Yeah.
they battle for eternity.
Didn't the guy's car go to heaven?
Yes.
It did go to heaven. The car
Didn't
went
he
to
get
heaven.
back out of double gay hell?
No, I don't think they did. I don't
Yes,
think they did.
but
Spin-off
he's not
series.
allowed
Unless they
in
added
heaven.
more.
Anyway. So anyway, the great like Joe Biden statue has came to life and is now chasing you down the endless highway. Did you have some other plan?
Yeah, I mean, someone in the back probably needs to fire some kind of weapon at its glowing weak point.
Yeah. No, I'll try hopping onto like a
What
sentry gun
is
that
Immortan
Joe
Joe
Biden.
Biden's glowing weak point?
I,
Oh no.
I have things I want to say, but then I don't want to say them on an archived stream.
Fair. Also, I need
Yeah.
to stretch and open a door for a kitty cat to get out.
No.
Get out. Get out.
Or hurting.
All right.
I know what the weak point is. The still burning body of the Tesla got lodged like a spike in its stone armor in the right titty of Joe Biden. So it's
just
like the glowing
into his
wreckage.
chest, and it's
Yeah.
glowing with heat. If it detonated, it would leave enough of a crack for you to seriously harm it.
Hell yeah. Then yeah, I could hop in a minigun and try shooting that. While, yeah, or, oh no, I think another fun thing would be trying to, just trying to think of something fun that maybe is there some scrap that we can like jury rig together.
Oh yeah,
with,
there's scrap
our-
everywhere. It's
to
the wasteland, baby.
It's the wasteland, baby. To like make some sort of like scrap rocket launcher or something with erg.
I don't know. Do any of you have the ability to do that? Is that a skill any of you have?
I can
Well,
hack
I'm
this
helping
wasteland.
hacking.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you can hack together something.
I can hack this wasteland too.
Hack the planet, James.
Hold on, I'm gonna check this Honeymobile for any weapons functionality.
Oh,
As the designated driver, I'm perfectly able to understand this vehicle.
No.
yeah.
I'm just.
Okay.
I'm not-
Is there anything in this? Is there any built-in weapons functionality in this vehicle? Let me check. I start definitely not randomly bashing buttons and switches in this vehicle until I see something happen.
Deploying Biden blaster. Gigantic, like, laser pops up out of the back. It's his signature weapon, tipped with a hand in the shape of Biden's hand. It shoots a psionic blast. You're going to use all of your willpower to aim and fire it.
Oh, it's like the ending of Kid Icarus.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Sorry.
So, is anyone going to try and fire this weapon?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Let's go. So yeah. Crime roll to fire the Biden blaster.
You're trying to use the psionic aspect of the Biden blaster.
Sure.
You need to use a force of will that only a face like you can manifest.
Hell yeah.
Charge it.
Roll the 1 twice.
Oh, it doesn't matter what stat you're rolling against then.
That's face, baby.
But
There's not face.
to
Right.
aim the now charged
Baby face.
blaster, we need a master hacker to control the targeting system.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
It's time
And
to roll.
we need a driver to keep the weapon steady whilst it charges. Finally, all your skills have came together.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give you this.
Yeah, like I mean that's your stat,
Unleash
right?
psychic force of the Biden blaster against its own master, detonating the Tesla lodge in his chest and ending his 10,000-year presidency once and for all. You're free. You're driving through the endless desert. All the world's honey in the back of your car.
But there'll be
We've
more
done
honey
it.
now that we've unleashed the bees.
Now that you've unleashed the bees, perhaps.
Nature is healing. Nature is healing, I say, as we drive past villages being attacked by copious amounts of bees. People
Yep.
screaming in agony,
So you
poisoned.
did it. You saved the world from President Martin Joe Biden.
But at what cost?
More honey.
But you've also unleashed, like, swarms of bees, which
That's a good
nobody
thing,
in
Mark.
Wasteland, aside from you, can survive. Will you one day install yourselves as the presidents?
No.
This Wasteland America? Who knows?
I get up off of the wheel to start eating some of the honey. We're on an infinite highway. What's the worst that could happen? The accelerator still
Highway,
doesn't
the
work.
car, in fact, cannot slow down, so
Oh no.
There
Yeah,
is
let's
no way
chow
to
down.
we're here now. And there you have it. That was Honey Heist 2020.
Woo!
Nice.
Okay.
Got
Thanks
Who,
for running,
fucking
man.
honey!
Getting.
Yeah!
okay. Who wants to DM now?
Are we doing more of these dreams?
I
We're
think
not-
I'm good for the moment, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm a bit tired.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you watched this far, April Fools, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy late trans day visibility. Give a trans person $100 if you can.
Give a
Yeah,
trans person $100. Not necessarily even me. Like, just any of them.
Do the bees crave flesh? Well, they gotta make the honey out of something.
I mean, they do that out of like how they normally do it, which doesn't need to
Yeah,
involve
other
flesh.
sources of sugar. You
Yeah,
can actually
Like
make
sugar.
make honey out of anything with sugar in it, really. So you can get like naturally flavored honeys that way. It's very interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks
yeah,
for
this was a
watching,
blast.
everybody.
Yeah.
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 This
Thanks for
was
just calling it a night.
very delightful.
Yeah, we did all the bear puns. There's no
No, I
more.
wasn't here though, so like
Yeah, don't ruin the bear puns. Bear puns are infinite.
yeah,
Forever.
they're awesome.
That's not a bear!
Bears have paws.
Come on, I'm not gonna badger you to do any more puns. It's alright. Okay, do we have anything more to announce the stream, or are we gonna be good now?
We're back to Banjo Kazooie next Saturday, and
Yeah.
this Wednesday, we've got more Legend of Grimrock. See you then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once again, a rare encounter in the grass, occasionally popping up mysteriously in streams halfway through.
It's
As-
fine, Zaku.
That's fine. It's great.
Like, this was a kind of last minute thing as well. Yeah.
Because we're all disasters.
Okay, well, goodbye, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
Ciao.